Hey guys, Penadaily here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Room 3. So we're not actually going to go use... well, yeah, sure, why not? I never met a side quest I didn't like. So yeah, that wheeled crank goes this way. Because if you had examined this lovely weird thing, you would discover it can only be opened with a crank. That said, at this point in time... oh, right. Ugh, I hate these. Right then. Throw the switch. Let's see if I can remember how these stupid things work. I hate these things. And I don't like math puzzles, by the way. I'm actually not bad at math. I'm really not. But these I don't care for. Alright, so... this one... this one's relatively... I said... this one is relatively easy. Let's see if I can get a better look at it. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Hi. Hey. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we can't... yeah, we can't really do anything with this. I mean, we could. Let's see, I think it's 8, 4, 5? No. I don't remember. We'll be back. There's not too much we can do after this, so we'll come back to this when we can actually do more. Let's actually continue on with the real game. And not just because, you know, she can't find this bit in her notes. Honestly. No, I mean, I also just really... I think we've delayed long enough. There are many... I contain... do I contradict myself? Very well, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes. Good old Walt Whitman. Okay, let's see what the craftsman had to say to us. Interesting. Here you stand, all corporeal and breathing in the rest. Existing is something you appear to have a tremendous knack for. A useful trait, and one that has been distressingly lacking in my previous apprentices. Perhaps my search really is at an end. This library is unique in all the world, though I would counsel against indulging your curiosity. As is common at Greyholm, there are things here that are not sympathetic toward inquisitive hands. Do not idle here. That is a clue. Well, as is that. Basically, he doesn't want you looking around. This is where a lot of the clues toward getting the other endings come from. So, we need... okay. Let's see, we can't do that. Let's see. Yeah, this one gets a little more interesting. Okay, if we do that, we can... or we can do that. Yeah, I think we need to do... let's see, if we do that... no. Okay, so we have to do this and that. Now we have this, that works, and then that works. And there we go. These are really just trial and error puzzles, but they're pretty cool. Okay, we gotta do something else. I do love this place. It just looks so cool. The Great Khan. And if you look, his face is, word. If you look, his face is grayed out. What in the world? I didn't see that before. Cool. I need to look at that when we go back down. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's notice this stuff. Okay, well, this is where we throw the switch. And it lights up where we're actually going in this portion of the story. Let's see here. I seem to... Aha! I knew you could do something to this. A metal object. We can't do anything with this metal object right now. So just, we're just going to keep it with us because it's important. It is used in 2 different endings, I think. Alright. I'm going to look at the floor. Huh. I keep wondering if that's... you gotta wonder, is that supposed to be like blood or ectoplasm, or is it just notice me stuff? I don't know. There's so many possibilities. Flip the switches. Good. Push the button, Frank. And we've got another oscilloscope puzzle. Note that it is a different type of oscilloscope. This is important. Okay. Oh, interesting. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that one is maybe easier than turning the things. Right. I love the space warping and, you know, non-Euclidean geometry as an excuse for why, you know, there's no walking through hallways and stuff. That's just great, in my opinion. A wheel with a handle. Okay, then. A Corvid in a cage. Well, that's sad. And a box with a key. Can I do anything here? No. Okay. Alright, let's look at this box. And let's look at the craftsman's memo. What do you know of time? This tower was added by my great-grandfather, though his time ran out earlier than expected. Your path will appear when the last bell tolls midnight. A trifle dramatic, I know, but our ancestors understood more than they realized. There truly are moments when the cycle of our world brings it closer to its neighbors. Okay, then. So we've got... Well, we got a handle up here. Yeah. Okay, so we unlocked a thing. Can we see anything? No. I'm getting off that, but we can come in here, because these look movable. And look, a small metal pillar. It looks kind of like a chess piece. I don't think it's intended to necessarily. A small metal pillar of the type that there are a ton up here, and one is missing. Slide it into its correct position. and lift it up. You didn't really think it would be that easy, did you? Okay, we get to play a slide puzzle. At some point, anyway. Slide that up. And we get a column. Okay. Let's go inside. Can I move you? I cannot. Can I move you? Maybe. Ah, right. Nope, 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 nope. Yes, there we go. That was just a little... And we get a metal ring. If we come over here, we get a crank handle. I must say that is some really nice. Nope, still can't do anything with you. Or you. Don't really need it, right? Ahem. You are not being very... Hey! I moved you in exactly the other direction, dang it. Come on. Good enough. It usually is. If you were playing this game on a computer, make sure your mouse pad is, like, secure. I have actually thrown mine off my desk 3 or 4 times. The handle came out of the socket. In other words, you still need this later. So, we have a very old version of a credit card machine. That is what we need to have, so we slide it down until we have a... Oh, right. We slide it up until we have a matching pattern, which is right here. Then we take the credit card impression and flip the switch. Of course, this is like 19-something or 1890-something, so our protagonist does not probably know what a credit card is. I don't think they existed until the 50s. Now we get to play hockey. No, seriously, we are sliding these pucks around. It's not particularly difficult, believe it or not. You just have to think about how things move. Let's see here. Right, so that way. That way. Up. Over. Down. Over. Up. Over. Down. Over. And up. And on to the next one. Okay, so up and over, down. Okay, yeah, that really doesn't work one way or the other, so this way, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, and down. It's like, they're like ice sliding puzzles, like the kind you see in Pokemon. You just have to be, you know, sure of how things work. So down, and over, and up, and over, and down. And I may have done that wrong. Yes, but that's okay. All I have to do is slide it right back up. Good. And over. And down. And over. And up. And over. And down. And this way. Up. And over. And yeah. Okay, let's see here. Oh boy, yeah, this bit's fun. So we can move. Okay, can we move? Yeah. We will be able to move stuff, but first we have a crank. Because you actually have to crank this to move it. So, yep. You move that here, and then you turn this thing. Yeah, it'll only turn, so it only turns in one direction and not the whole way. So, crank it up. Move it over. Oh, right. You have to turn that down first to move it over, and then back, because it won't turn, it won't move over with the other thing. Yeah, that's actually pretty realistic, which is strange for this game. Push the button. And now we have another credit card puzzle. Alright, so this needs to be that. No. It needs to be this. Okay? And then this needs to be this. And then this needs to be dot. Yeah. There. Slide the credit card reader. Flip the switch. And we get a gear, because of course we get a gear. And it takes us out, because it is telling us we have done everything we can do on that particular thingamagug. No, that's not gonna work, so, you know what? How about here? Because that thing's turning now. The gear fits! And the giant clock weights move. And that one is also a stairway, because of course it is. You're going to come up and down these stairs a lot. It's good for your cardio. Okay, so here we are. And there's something that looks vaguely suspicious. Well then. Yes! Okay. Only turns in one direction, so just turn it until it actually... Plug your ears, people. As you can see, these funky red crystals shatter when exposed to loud sound. Schiller! Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. You can drag the, You can drag this around. You just have to keep turning the model so that the paths line up. Okay, that's as far as we can go with that. So we have to turn back the other direction. And there we go. And we get a clock face. Well, most of a clock face. Anything else up here we can mess around with? No. You will always come back to that spot. It's programmed that way. So, clock face. And we have a chess puzzle. It's not that big a deal. You click on the knight, it gives you 2 possible places you can move. You click on one, it gives you the rest of the puzzle, the possible places you can move. The object is to take all of the pieces. Luckily, you don't have to do it in any particular sequence of moves. Oh, I didn't... Nope. No, let's try that. I am not incredibly good at this, but as you can see, it didn't take that long, even with me being pants. I should mention, I am not good at chess. I know how all the pieces move, and that's about it. My strategic skills are poor. Does anyone else think this looks like an oven from the 50s? Alright, let's see. So, zoom in. Turn. I said, turn. Okay. And here, pull it out. I said, okay, no, sorry. You just spin it around enough that the tracks... You are determined just to be uncooperative today, aren't you? 2. Now we go in here and move the knurling. Now, there will be 2 tracks. And that's what you want to do. You just want to keep moving the knurling until you find the 2 tracks right next to each other. Sometimes I wonder about the dimensionals, because I'm not entirely sure. That seems like there was too much track for the apparent diameter of those. Now you pull things back out. Luckily, you don't have to pull them as far, and crank. It is time for crank. Not the movie, although Jason Statham is cool. All right. So now we move the discs to get the appropriate credit card pattern. Yep, okay. And now we need, let's see. That's not right. That's right. Throw the damn switch. We get a handle with a socket. Sounds like the beginning to one of those rhymes from the Court Jester. The handle with the socket? Yeah, no. We also get a ballerina statuette. And that tells us that we are done with that portion of the box. So where does this handle go? Well, if you've been paying attention to your surroundings, you might have seen this. Yes, don't worry about the creepy musical stings. All of the jump scares in this game are very well telegraphed. So, yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else visible? No light, but rather darkness visible. Well, there's this. Yep, there we go. We get a winding key. Oh, hey. A ballerina. Okay, we can't actually do anything with her yet. Let's see, is there anywhere a place to put that winding key, like maybe on the side? Yes! Schiller. Okay, first of all. Okay. There we go. Nope, but you can't do that yet. You gotta put that. Yeah, this one at least requires a certain order. And now you put the winding key in. And wind. So as you see, right now she's just going in circles. But if you press the button, the gold blocks disappear and she takes a different path. You need to get her into the center. So let's see here. Wait until she's past that and then hit the thing. Hit the switch. Wait until she's past this one. And there we go. At this point, that slot opens up. We put the other ballerina in there, and she starts. Let's see, we need to get her up to that one in the corner. So, wait for it. Dang it. Too slow. Which means she's going to go to the wrong... Yep. Try that again. There we go. Now, we just follow her around. We'll want to get her onto that top... that top circle. Once she's there, wait. Now, press it. And that brings her into the middle. And we get a gem, which we needed because there wasn't really too much we could do otherwise. Now, we still have that winding key. So, obviously, it's for something else, too. But we'll get to that, because that gem takes us over here. Okay, luckily this is not a particularly hard puzzle. You just have to put in two combinations. The first, you draw an arrow here with the blue gems. And then hit that button at top. Okay. And we get some switches. But there isn't actually anything we can really do with those switches just yet. So we have to do the other thing, which is basically just make every other gem blue. Yep. So now, we come down here to these switches. We turn them until we can get... Yeah, it's one of those things where if you do it right, the shadow makes a shape. even though the pieces don't. And we get a key with a bird emblem. Well, there's a place to use that. Isn't there? A bird cage. Oh man, we're at 30 minutes. Screw it, we're close enough to the end, I don't want to... Well, we can't use it on the actual cage, but we can come here. So this episode's going to run a little long, because we're close to the end of the chapter. Okay, then. Obviously, we are... Or we could just, you know... Shall we go talk to... Shall we go see what Nevermore up there is planning? Hi. He'll do something nice for us. Actually, we're not... screw it. Yeah, we got more to do. Let's see. But we're pretty close to the end, so I'm just gonna call... I'm not gonna call it here. Can I leave? Okay, you don't actually back out of that. Really? Come on, dude. I don't know what's with the controls today. Alright. So, bye-bye birdie got us a, another attack on the painting. Let's see. Come on. I know you can turn. Look behind you. Right. Schiller! So, we get to pull this. Okay. You're going to be difficult. I can respect that. Yep, just bring it this way. Up. I said up. There we go. And down and up and around. And we're actually going back, because now you can do this. And down. Sometimes there are breaks that you don't look like you should be able to move the thing through, but you can. Ah, here we are. Nope. I'm having a little trouble with this one. That happens. Oh, wait. Or I could just, you know... Right. The hands of the clock. That's the other bit we need. So, back up the stairs. Back to our box. And the clock. Gee, it's a talisman clock. Who'da thunk? And we still have the winding key. Because we need to wind the clock. And it starts going. The bell tolls midnight. And that... Yeah. Big bells like that do not move. They are struck by an outside clapper. The really big ones. And that tone shatters the crystal and lets us get right. Impressive. You have bested the ruthless mechanisms of the clock tower with humanity intact. The tolling bells mark progress, but not without hardship. If you say so. Now, okay, so I'm just going to continue. And then I'm going to call it here. So thank you guys for joining me for Let's Play The Room 3, and I will see you next time. Have a great evening. Goodbye.